Hello everybody, welcome back. This is JudiciousFire. I'm on the iOS server. Taking a look in this video at the new talent, Blade Dance. Let's take a look at the talent in the talent compendium. Okay, we have a description of all of our talents, crests, and insignias at the varying levels. Let's go up to level 9. Let's take a look at Blade Dance, what it's all about. All the time. Attack, defense. Anytime that your hero is out on the board, your hero's dodge rate will be increased by 8%. That is a significant dodge rate increase, and certainly should be noted. In terms of dodge rate increase, we look at something like a Nimble 9 is going to give a 25% dodge increase. So 3 times the amount of dodge increase that the Blade Dance does. But 8% is nothing to laugh at. There is a second part to this talent description. When your hero dodges, your hero is going to get an attack boost, be stronger, and your hero is going to recover 50% of its maximum health. So if your hero has 1,000,000 health, you'll be getting 500,000 health returned to you through a healing process. There's a couple of things in this second line that needs to be noted. When your hero dodges, that means that this second descriptor of the attack bonus and the recovery of health, that is completely and totally dependent on your hero dodging. So if your hero is not under attack in such a way to provide a dodge, then this will not be functioning. If your hero has a low dodge ability and typically would not be dodging, that second part of the talent descriptor will not be functioning, and you will not get the attack and the health revival. So that is something to keep in mind. I think it's very, very important to look at talents and enchantments. A new talent or enchantment is given, and it's, one person after the next slap it right on their hero. New is not necessarily better. This is a talent that comes with a lot of restrictions. So we must be under attack because you have to be under attack to dodge. You are not going to be getting that attack bonus, whereas any of these attack talents, if my hero has a wicked armor, and my hero is sitting in the center of the base, let's just take Anubis over here. My Anubis is set to auto proc with Empower and has a wicked armor. If the hero comes in from the right-hand side and starts attacking, his auto proc, which is global, will be hitting the hero coming in on the right, and will be doing so with a big attack boost because of wicked armor. Now, if Anubis had the Blade Dance, and the hero comes in from the right, if Anubis is not being attacked by that hero, if Anubis isn't given the opportunity to dodge because he's not under attack, nothing's going to be happening. And when he auto-procs, he will not have an attack bonus. Now, of course, he's also not going to be healing, but if he's not being attacked, he's not taking any damage. I find this to be kind of a convoluted talent, not really one that applies maximum benefit to our heroes. I find many of our talents to be of fantastic benefit. But we have entered into an age in Castle Clash where we have designer heroes, designer talents, designer enchantments. And this is a designer talent. This is designed for players who like a specific way of attacking or defending. That typically involves running a doom balloon and providing stealth to your heroes and knocking out people's bases without actually beating any of their heroes. You're going to get that great amount of fight time and opportunity with this. One hero with one doom balloon, and you'll 100% every single base. This is for particular players who like to cause timeouts in something like a Lost Battlefield. You run a couple of heroes with something like this. If they have a high dodge rate, and there's no way you're going to be losing in 45 seconds during a defensive Lost Battlefield scenario. What this talent will not do is provide you, I believe, very much like the new hero, the occultist, it's not going to provide you with the ability to be beating anybody. Okay, you're going to lose to stronger heroes that have attack-oriented talents and that are getting really big boosts all the time, and they'll be globally auto-procking on you, and you have to be not only under attack but dodging that at the same time in order to get this attack bonus and this healing process. So you have to kind of be in a very specific designer situation in order for this to take effect. We also look at the cooldown time. Cooldown time at 2 seconds. That cooldown time is the same as the recovery and the attack bonus. So really, basically, running at the exact same duration. I'm not really worried about the cooldown. I don't see it to be any kind of an issue. What I do concern myself with is the fact that your hero has to have a high dodge rate and has to be engaged in, and it has to be attacked by the enemy in order to trigger the dodge. Then the dodge has to happen in order for that second descriptor in the talent to actually take place. In order to illustrate it, let's use Paladin. Okay, Paladin, I gave him a new talent just as a tester. Paladin has no innate healing ability whatsoever. He's not running a crest. He has a burning plate. But what he does have in his favor is a heck of a high dodge rate. I would prefer to keep Paladin out of danger than give him the ability to absorb a lot of damage. He already has that innately through his hero skill. I've typically run something like a Sacred Light and a Survival on the guy, give him a little bit of healing, but more so give him extra damage reduction. And that certainly can, on a multiplicity scale, work alongside his Divine Shield innate skill ability. Let's see how he does with this. He has a high dodge, so he's going to have a good opportunity to dodge. And when he does, during that dodge cycle, every 2 seconds, he's going to be getting an attack and a health recovery bonus. Let's run him right now without any damage reduction other than his skill. And he has to actually activate his skill in order for that damage reduction to occur. I want to show you something. So he's got the Blade Knight, or the Blade Dance, and we'll see how it does in terms of keeping him alive. Okay, he's out with 2 shots. Okay. Let's try again. Every time he dodges, he's going to get a health boost. Out. I want to make one change. I'm going to bring in a Sacred Light, which gives him damage reduction. Okay. Let's go in here. So now he's got the Talent of Blade Dance as well as an Insignia that provides extra health, a larger health pool, and a significant damage reduction. Let's take a look. Watch his health. His health, every time it dips down, even a small amount, it's going to shoot right back up again. Bing. That is because of the Blade Dance. I make this illustration for a reason. Health in this game is one dynamic. Damage reduction is a completely different dynamic. So if Paladin doesn't perform that dodge, he's not going to be healing. If Paladin gets hit for an amount that is larger than his health pool, he will be immediately killed and out of the game. Thereby, again, no opportunity to heal because he's dead. Damage reduction is going to limit the amount of damage that we take. Allowing something like this Blade Dance talent, like a Life Drain, like a Survival talent or Insignia, it's going to allow those things to actually work well with our heroes. So I would personally not invest all of your options in this game into simply healing, because it will only see you through halfway through the battle. You're going to have some kind of damage reduction as well on heroes. Otherwise, they're out with one shot, unless you have a damage capped hero. That brings me to my next point. Not only will this require a high dodge trait hero, but it is also, I think, something best saved for a hero that has a damage cap. With Paladin, even with his massive damage reduction and this ability to heal, if somebody hits him for 1.3 million, that's very simple in this game, he's dead. It's going to have to be a hero that is limited in the damage that it can take to really get max benefit. I'm not saying that this talent isn't useful on any hero. There'll be some use or utility, but to get max utility, I would put it on a damage capped hero. Somebody like a Dovekeeper, you're going to have to give her high dodge now. Okay, like I don't have a high dodge Dovekeeper. I have a high crit Dovekeeper. But that fact that you can only take 18,000 damage at a time is going to give her the chance to continually heal without the classic one shot occurring and making the entire talent a moot point. Somebody like a Levanica already has a built-in high dodge rate. Now I run my lava for Archdemon, so thereby I have outfitted him with attack, giving him a significantly lower dodge rate than a Levanica that has those traits. So you get max benefit. I would recommend putting on somebody with a damage cap. Somebody like Zephyrica, it would give him yet again another form of healing. Just like Lava, who is an innate healer, Zeph would benefit from this, but he's got to be dodging, and you've got to be able to give him that opportunity. So somebody sitting on a base, not engaged in actual combat, being attacked by the enemy, it's not going to be functioning. It's sort of just a latent or background talent. Only when the dodge is occurring will it actually be functioning, but you will be getting that dodge bonus the entire time. Of course, a dodge bonus is worth nothing unless you're actually dodging. So it's one of these designer talents that you really have to look at the multiple dimensions and how it affects our heroes. Let's give this man something like a mini Angie. Give him this. Give him this. You know what? Let's change this. Let's give him a. Now he has a very low attack speed, Paladin. This is not a insignia or a talent that I would recommend on Paladin because of his low attack speed. Just like the Blade Dance, Life Drain's got a restriction too. You're only going to be getting health when you attack. So every time he swings his sword, he'll get a health bonus, but he actually has to be doing that. Where are the big bad boys? I think he's just going to get all stunned up. The life drain will basically not be working. We'll see that because he's not able to... out. You're not dodging when you're stunned. You're not life draining when you're stunned. You are not able to benefit from this in any way during that stunning process. Now, while he's stunned and taking damage, something like a Sacred Light would be applying the damage reduction. It's working all the time. He was able to dodge that time, but not this time. So even with max healing, it only is going to get you so far, and it is not going to prevent you from a total loss in terms of your health pool, in terms of how that is concerned in its dynamic and effect on our heroes. Let's remove this. Let's give him... You know what? Let's just do this. Let's try how the Sacred Light works. If that doesn't work, I'm going to give him a Revitalize. That Revitalize is going to allow him to activate his Divine Shield immediately. I'll use only Paladin, and let's see what happens. Now, we are organized into might levels. The people I take on in raids, they're going to turn Paladin into dust immediately, which is another point about this talent. Make sure it's somebody who can stay alive. Otherwise, the repeated health benefit is going to be of no benefit. He's not going to be able to dodge Zeph procs. He's not that good. Oh, let's keep trying to find somebody. Somebody's got, doesn't have a Zeph, doesn't have a Cosmo. Here's a Cosmo. See if he can dodge inside of this Cosmo proc. He's getting no healing. See if he can dodge. He just dodged. Now he got to heal. Now he's hit with a malaise. This is very multi-dimensional and very designer. Castle Clash is becoming. Now the malaise stopped working. He was able to dodge. Now he is under direct attack from Cosmo and the proc. And it's going to be too much for him. The Blade Dance can't keep up with his loss of health. Let's see here. Let's try to keep him out here, see if it works. Wrapped up in a Cosmo proc, taking terrible damage, and then boom, was able to recover. Every time we see that miss, it is providing him, as long as it's 2 seconds apart, it is providing him with the opportunity to use Blade Dance. Now watch what happens with Lava. Boom, boom. Got hit so hard it was just too much for him, and he was out. It's an illustration that we have to be careful on who we place our talents and enchantments. I'd say damage-capped hero that already perhaps has another form of health recovery, and certainly some kind of damage reduction, if not the full-on damage cap, provided by Dove, Lava, and Zeph. I think that's going to be necessary. It's a combination of things that's going to make this particular talent successful. In terms of this talent, I would say overall review, because it is a designer talent, it's tough to grade it. I can't say that this talent is going to be everybody's style. If you are a person who plays the game and you enjoy causing timeouts, okay, where you just run out of time, well, then this is perfect for you. If you want to make sure that anybody who's attacking you in Lost Battlefield, that your defense causes them to time out, well, this would be another good talent to use, okay? In addition to the stealth and all these other designer talents that they're coming out with these days. If you are interested in attacking someone's base and not engaging with their heroes, but instead running a stealth Dove or a stealth Lava or a stealth Ronin with a Doom Balloon and smashing people's base up that way, then this would help in that process. But your hero has to be dodging. There's no right or wrong way to play this game. These are game styles, attack styles that I personally don't do. Thereby, I'm not going to be running the new talent currently on any hero, including the new hero. Let's take a look at the new hero. Okay, he's an auto proc hero. I have an empower on him, allowing him to activate his ability without being under direct attack. Again, no restriction, and not having to be directly attacking. It's just going to be happening all the time on the base. That empower, if I were to replace it with Blade Dance, number one, Occultist would have to have a very high dodge rate. Okay, under my dodge, I have very high dodge on him, so that's good. Okay, that would certainly make him a candidate for the new talent. But the damage to health conversion that he applies to your team, and that's the majority of his skill. That's why he was designed. That damage to health conversion can only take place when your heroes are taking damage when he is under attack, meaning there's no point to heal unless you've actually taken damage that needs to be healed. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Now, at the same time, if we have the Blade Dance, he's got to be under direct attack that he can dodge. If I have him in the center of my base and they come in from the left and they're only attacking Anubis or Zeph, he is not going to be applying Blade Dance because he is not given the opportunity to engage in a dodge from the attack. So he would be basically having no talent at all. And because he is primarily a base defender who provides a heal to those around him in a nearby area, there is a limitation to his skill. He cannot do it globally, can't do it anywhere into the four corners, but you got to be about 14 squares away, about where Anubis is. Because of that limitation, it might make him a poor candidate. He is going to be on the inside of your base in a defensive scenario, and is not going to be somebody who's under direct attack, hopefully, thereby not given that big opportunity to dodge. So it is something to keep in mind. In terms of the new talent, again, not something that I'm going to be using, but if you are looking for timeouts, if you are looking to 100% people's bases, as this game provides, without ever getting near their heroes, well then welcome to the Castle Clash 2019 year. You're going to fit right in. You're going to be well at home. This is the age of indestructible heroes and damage caps and healing processes that are coming from now approximately 7 different sources. Our hero's talent, our hero's insignia, our hero's pet, our hero's Green Warden affiliation, our hero's independent skill activation, our hero's teammates' skill activations. And when you have something like a Dove or a Lava or a Zephyrica that have 7 different sources of healing coming in at them simultaneously, then what you have is timeouts in a 45-second game mode like Lost Battlefield, and not timeouts in something like a Guild Wars, but plenty of time for the enemy to be 100% of your base with one simple Doom Balloon. Only takes one hero and a Doom Balloon these days, and you've 100% of anybody's base. There could be a million might variation between the two players, and you've got 100% within a minute, and you don't even have to do anything. Press start, go. Come back, it's 100% done. So it's a new era of Castle Clash, one that I am not thrilled with. I think that the game wasn't designed for that, wasn't designed to be a misuse of the parameters, a misuse of the clock. So I would be cautious. And just like with just to wrap it up, as far as the new hero is concerned, he's going to give that big healing bonus to all your heroes around him. And if you run a blade dance on him, as long as he is being attacked, thereby providing the dodge opportunity, he will be getting a heal. But what's going to happen? You're going to have 6 heroes on your base that are now made relatively difficult, if not impossible, to kill due to their massive healing. But one person with a Doom Balloon and in 90 seconds has completely 100% of your base. So you will find in attack after attack that you have no buildings, but you have 6 fresh heroes. Fresh as the day that they were born. Not a single loss of HP, not 1 point, but a total loss of your base. So in something like the new Blitz, where you are defending your base 24 hours a day, thereby, if you don't, you lose points. Something like a Guild Wars, where building damage is the only thing that matters. They have now just given anybody the opportunity to score full 100% without actually even fighting the heroes. It's relatively silly, if not a preposterous notion. I would be cautious about who you put it on. Again, damage cap, really high dodge rate. Folks who are going to be under attack, maybe not so much the guys in the center of your base. Okay? Guys more so on the side, like a Zeph would be a very nice contender. But I like the talents that I'm running on Zeph. I think that they're best suited for him. Don't want to make Zeph an indestructible healer, where 3 minutes later the game mode's over. It doesn't make any sense. I wanted to make Zeph strong enough that he is able to kill off the heroes. And in a minute, I've won by beating the 6 heroes on the base. I think that's how Castle Clash was supposed to be played, although we are varying from that greatly these days. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I will be looking at the new enchantment very soon. And I hope that if you can identify a hero in your altar who is able to meet the requirements, you're able to place Blade Dance well. especially if it works with your particular game style. All right, enjoy your clash, and I'll check you on the next video. Bye-bye.